What's up guys, it's Nama and Amanda back here again. It's Jamal here. I'm doing a pan deck profile, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, things that you would change if you were playing this deck, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, let's get into it.
Eazy Vibezz.
So the deck that I have for you guys today is a pan deck. You know what pan does. When you play a battle card, it gains 5,000. If it's 20,000 or more, you draw one, and that happens on your turn and also your opponent's turn. When you awaken, untap 2, same effect, except when your leader attacks, you draw one. So for the defense, I have After Image Technique. I run 4 of those because it's a really good counter attack card. You gain 40,000 power for the duration of the battle. Opponents usually don't want to out-combo that, so they let you live. When you use that card, you also can choose one of their battle cards, and it loses 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. That's really good for defending, but also clearing their board. You can use this card as well if you have 5 cards in your drop by taking a life and adding it to your hand. 2 topos, like I mentioned before. When you play this card with the counter attack, you also draw one on your opponent's turn. And then topo, his cost is reduced by 2 if either you or your opponent's leader card has 15,000 power or more. So it's a really good card for defense, and then when he kills a battle card, you restand. So you defend and you attack on your turn. Planet M2, pretty simple, only run 1 of those. It's just, if I get it, I'll play it and use it. Double shot Vegeta, like I said before. Combo, rest mode, you draw 1 on your opponent's turn, and you also have an attacker for the next turn, so it's pretty good. 2 of those. For the super combos, I run 2 Handy U, basic super combo. When you're 4 or less, you draw 1 upon combo in this card, and it gains 10,000 combo power. I also run 2 Mighty Mass powers combined, because you'll see right after this that I run Goten and Trunks in this deck. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is red and your life is at 4 or less, you may choose 1 card in your hand, place it in the drop area. If you do so, this card gains 10,000 combo power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 1 red Son Goten and 1 red Trunks Youth, each with 15,000 power or less, and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So I run this guy because I also play those cards, and it helps to get them in my hand. So now for the attacking cards, I have the Rivals, and I run 3 of the Goten because he has barrier, and 4 of the Tiny Rivals Trunks. So what these guys do is permanent. If Tiny Rivals Trunks is in your battle area, this card gains 5,000 power and double strike. And then he gets the same thing, except he doesn't have barrier, but he has critical. So you essentially want to get these guys out together and use their effects. They're pretty good once you get it off. And it's not hard since he has barrier. So yep, that's basically it for those guys. And then I run 2 Son Goten Family of Justice. During your turn, when you combo with this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost 3 or less and KO it. So this guy's good for moving cards, and also you can grab him in your hand with this guy right here, Mighty Mass, the Mysterious Warrior. So you can play this card and then attack with it, and then use his effect, which is place this card in a drop area, choose up to 1 Son Goten or Trunks Youth with the power of 15,000 or less from your deck and add it to your hand. So he's really good. Play him, attack, pop him, grab 2 cards. So now for the main engine of the deck, to start it off, we have Baba, Champion's Leader. When you play this card, you choose 1 Bandages, Spikes, and Son Gohan from your deck. Place it in the drop area, shuffle your deck, and then choose 1 Bandages from your drop area and play it. So she starts the chain right here for those guys, which is the main chain of this deck. And then we have, of course, 4 Bandages. He's a blocker, 1 drop. When this card is KO'd, you choose 1 Spike from your drop area and play it in rest mode. So that's really good to continue the chain. And he also stops an attack, which is really good. We have Spikes. So Spikes, when this card attacks, it gets 9,000 power for the duration of the turn. So he becomes a 15k attacker. When this card is KO'd, choose up to 1 Son Gohan from your drop area and play it in rest mode. So that continues the chain, but then you'll see the star of the chain right here is Grandpa Gohan, aka Son Gohan. the OG Gohan. So I run 4 of these guys because you want to play him after Spikes is killed. So what he does, choose this card along with bandages and spikes from your drop area and place them in the bottom of your deck. And then choose up to 1 Grandpa Gohan from your deck or drop area and play it. And then choose that card. It gets 5,000 power and double strike for the duration of the turn. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it. If you play this guy before and he's not in rest mode, then you can attack with him and then activate the effect. But when you use his effect, you get to play this guy essentially. I run 4 of him. Grandpa Gohan, he's a vanilla 30k 3-drop card. It gains 5,000, so he becomes 35 and double strike. That's a pretty powerful card. You're able to poke your opponents, you're able to, yeah, pressure them, different things. So it's a really good card. That's the main engine of the deck. So now we have the tech cards. I have Fearless Pan, 2 of those. If you are able to successfully swarm the board and you have a lot of guys like the tiny rivals and the Gohans and the Spikes, whatever, then you play one of these. They all get double strike. Your leader gets double strike, +5 for everyone, and it's a barrier blocker, which is really good on defense. Digging Deep Vegeta, pretty simple. You play him, you draw 1, you swing with him, and then you choose up to 2 cards from your life added to your hand. If you chose to add 1 or more card to your hand, switch this card to active mode and it gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. He's really good for taking out cards, but also awakening yourself and just applying pressure to your opponent too. He becomes really strong really fast. So yeah, 2 of those. Chain Attack Trunks, pretty simple. You play him, you get to play another battle card that's 15,000 power or less from your hand. And with Pan's effects, you could also choose to apply the 5,000 to him or the card that's being played. So it's pretty good for combos. He helps set up different things. He can play the Pan that we just showed just now, and yeah, he attacks active mode battle cards, helps remove cards as well. So pretty good. And then for the final tech card of this deck, 2 Foreseeing hits. It's a really good card, double strike, and then when you play it from your hand, your opponent reveals their hand and you choose 2 battle cards from the hand, 35,000 power or less, and you get to send those 2 cards to the warp. And then at the end of your opponent's next turn, they get to return those cards to their hand. So he's pretty good for going in for the kill, or just seeing what your opponent has in their hand and getting rid of potential threats and surviving another turn. That's basically it for the main board. So now I have the sideboard. So if your opponent is pressuring you and their attacks are too heavy, then I have 2 Unending Awakenings. It's really good to negate. You negate the attack, choose one of your red Saiyan leader cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So that's essentially a negate and a Senzu Bean right there. Pretty good. 2 Zeno to play it off of Chain Attack Trunks, just in case, you never know when you'll need a Zeno to reset the whole board in hand state. 4 Krillin, Deadly Defenders. It's really good in Pan because you play him, he gains 5, so he's 25k for the turn, and you draw 1 attack. That's a 25k attacker. And then in rest mode, your opponent can't attack your leader until they kill this card. So he's pretty good for defense and just drawing and attacking. And then I run 2 Legix. If your hand is a bit bricky and you have nothing to play, you can play him for free because if your opponent has battle cards in their battle area and you have none, you can play him for free. So he's really good to draw 1 but also have a blocker on the board. And if you need to, you can attack with him. 2 Intensifying Power Trunks. Really good 1-drop attacker. When you attack, you choose to take 1 card from your life. If you do so, it gains 10,000 critical. Yeah, self-explanatory. But if they're running Crisis Crusher, then you don't want to play him. Now 2 Yamcha at 100%. This guy, have him in the sideboard because he can be a sneaky win for you. If you find that you're able to attack your opponent, get them down low, but you can't end the game, and it's best of 3, then I would switch these guys in and play around. Go in, attack them, get them down. And then say they have a blocker on board or a deadly defender, and you have cards in your hand to out-combo them, then play this guy, draw 1, use his effect, which is burst 5, and then it gains 6,000 power, and your opponent cannot negate this attack. So he's at 25k plus the 5 from Pan, so he's at 30k, and he can attack without having his attack negated. When it kills a battle card, it deals 2 damage to your opponent. So this guy's really good for ending the game and catching your opponent by surprise. So that's why I would switch him in. And yeah, so that's basically the deck. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you can improve this deck. And yeah, that's my version of Pan. Just a side note, when this guy was legal, I would play 4 of him, 4 adopted father Son Gohan. And the reason why they would work is because Mighty Mask allows me to grab Son Goten, which he falls into that category. And then Spikes, when Spikes is actually KO'd, he allows you to choose a Son Gohan from your drop area and play it. Now, this guy fits in that category. He is a Son Gohan. So if you can get this guy onto the field, even in rest mode, and you have this in your hand, swap, bomb, that's easy. Goten on the field, and you can attack and use his effect. So yeah, I used to play those 2 in this deck for fun. Yep, so that's it.